And we're back. We're back. Reclaiming Power with Rachelle, yours truly. Yeah, episode number 3. We are doing it. Today's topic of the day, I'll go ahead and let you in on it. It's accountability. Yeah, so we're going to touch on that. I'll give you a moment to kind of get situated, get your tea ready, so we can chat. Oh my goodness. I let myself indulge and have an extra cup just for this live. So I can kind of be grounded, be present, be fully intentioned behind, what I'm doing here. It felt a little different today. In fact, in full transparency, the energies are wonky today. Who agrees with me? Who agrees with me? Things have been just weird. Now, really quick to reiterate for everybody, I am live streaming on my 2 Instagram accounts at Empowerment Experiences and Healing Twin Flames, as well as my TikTok account at Healing Twin Flames. And then I am recording this video that all of you are watching the replay of for my YouTube for, again, longevity purposes and to ensure that the messages herein are able to reach as many lives as necessary, as needed, and as I'm led to touch. And it's going to be used for years to come. So that's the whole divinely guided vision, intention, live stream to my dream. And that dream is to not just obviously create a thriving coaching business, but that coaching business is the dream of me fulfilling my soul's purpose. My soul's purpose of being here for all of you, guiding and supporting you into and through finding your power as I've been doing on my journey. And that's why I am back and sharing my journey with all of you, because that's how it works around here at Empowerment Experiences. That's how it works. So with this live stream to my dream commitment that I've made, day 1, we're all talking, yes, about commitment. The commitment to yourself, the commitment to creating the change. And then correlated to that, of course, we have the consistency, showing up consistently for yourself with regard to those commitments, or that commitment to allow yourself to have the life you want, to create for yourself the life that you want. Now today, we're talking about accountability and how you can actually create accountability with yourself. What method I use in order to ensure that I am staying accountable and showing up for myself, fulfilling my responsibility to myself in order to fulfill this commitment to myself. Hello guys over here on my Instagram, Goddess Therese and our young divine masculine Emmett. Wonderful to see you around, darling. So with that, and I love that there are some divine masculines coming out the woodwork here and wanting to hang out and stuff and learn from me, because who better to learn from than actual women that are like who you desire to be with, desire to step into your power, to align with in your life. So that's what we do. But you'll hear me say goddess a lot, because clearly that's who I have worked with primarily and definitely mostly work with. But that does not mean that any of you true divine masculines that are genuinely on your journey of reclaiming your power, on your self-love empowerment journey, I am here for you too. I assure you, I am here for you too in all the ways that I can be as well. So with that, woo, let's get into day number 3. And again, like Goddess Therese, she agreed, feeling the wonky energy, feeling it today, which means for those of you watching the replay here on YouTube, who knows when, Because, ooh, the exciting plans again that I've been divinely guided to be doing with all of these videos and all this amazing empowerment and channeled messages coming through, all the things. I just am blown away at where the universe has me right now. But I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't show up for myself. If I wasn't sitting right here for me and for you today. That's what accountability actually looks like, is you show up, you fulfill that commitment to yourself. Let's look up remember my wonderful little trusty notes here today. So accountable as an adjective, so to be accountable to yourself and for yourself, means to be responsible. That is the best word to really truly understand, or innerstand, as we say. And we're going to talk about all of that, the clarity between understand, innerstand, and overstand. That's coming later too, along with so much more. So you definitely want to make sure you're subscribed, you're following, and you're on my email list, because all of these are getting sent out to my email list as well. So accountability, to be accountable, means to be responsible. It means to say, I own that. I am stepping into my power of this, and I am fulfilling the action. I'm taking the action. I'm fulfilling the commitment. I am doing what I need to do in order to step into and align with and allow myself to have and experience what I have been asking for. But you're not going to get what you're asking for if you're not showing up, if you're not making that commitment to do the work and to be accountable. So then we have accountability as a noun. So accountable is the adjective. Accountable, an adjective, is something that describes something. I know sometimes I feel like I definitely got to elaborate on all things so that we make sure we're all on the same page as much as possible here. But yes, accountable is the adjective, is the descriptive. So I am being accountable to myself and making sure that I show up to fulfill my commitment that I have made to myself. Okay? Accountability is a noun. It is the thing. So to have accountability means you have a responsibility. You own that power of making sure that you stay responsible for what you need to be doing for yourself in order to create what you want to be creating. Okay? I have a wonderful little sticky note on here that I love so very much. It says, and this is really something, again, to keep your focus on you and what you're creating, and again, just put down what's going on outside of you. Again, around here, we are constantly asking ourselves, where is my power in this situation? And if you don't actually have power in a situation, put it down. Pivot away and focus on where your power is. And your power is in you staying out of trouble by creating your own bubble. Okay? You want to check yourself, all right, a lot more. And this is what it is to be accountable to yourself. You want to be checking yourself and saying, wait a minute, this is not in alignment with the kind of life I want to be living. So I'm not going to even engage with that. I'm not going to have anything to do with that energy, that situation, that circumstance, that news, whatever it is. It's constantly pivoting to where your power is rather than where it is not. Okay, and that's what we do around here at Empowerment Experiences, where we're healing twin flames, we're healing the inner child, we're healing our traumas, our wounds, we're healing all these self-sabotages that we have that keep us from allowing ourselves the lives that we keep asking for and desire to be living. So, woo-woo! Continuing forward, because we're getting to how I cultivate and maintain self-accountability, because not everybody, when you have an accountability partner, this is the challenge with those. Now, yes, I encourage that. I encourage you to have someone that you can be accountable with, right, on this journey, especially if it's someone that you can be doing the journey together. It's always more fun to have a workout buddy kind of thing, right? But the challenge with having someone outside of you is you have to give a certain amount of power away to that person. You have to become somewhat reliant on them to make sure that you are remaining accountable to yourself. Right? And if they're not around, or if they're too busy, or life happens, and it's no fault of theirs, no fault of theirs. But this is why you have to really be aware of the fact that your true power of accountability has to come from within. You have to recognize that it's inside of you. All right, so let's get to the point, Rachelle, right? How do I cultivate and maintain accountability to and for myself? Okay, now I know in a world of so much, shall we do that again? So much, right? We're constantly bombarded. Like I even yesterday, when I was working on this whole Divinely Guided project with all these videos and things, Reclaiming Power series and such, I found that I had actually created something just a couple months ago that I completely forgot that I'd even created. Which, beautifully enough, is literally like the precursor to what this is. And it was kind of something that I was able to that I'm able to tweak and mold and use for this series absolutely perfectly. It was just a phenomenal alignment, but didn't even know I'd done it, right? So I get that there's a lot going on. But that means you can get distracted easily too. You can forget these commitments to yourself because, oh, life, I get it. But that's why we have our trusty little piece of paper, because yep, ain't never gonna go away, y'all. And it's the best way to have some accountability. You put this on your nightstand. You have this by your bed during the day. You look at it at your desk if you work from home. But you have a checklist. You have, and that's why I have the Self-Love Empowerment Daily Checklist that I've made. It's a single page. It takes like 20 minutes for you to clarify your day and what your intention is, what you're gonna focus on getting done. It moves you along while at the same time grounding you in, right? And best of all, it provides accountability, because you bet your asses there's the prompts, but then there's the checks where you definitely check it off as you complete these. Because let me tell y'all, when it comes to this wonderful power of self accountability, when you, and see, I love checklists. I love me some checklists. I love me some spreadsheets. Maybe if the dollars are all in the positive, I like spreadsheets that have numbers and stuff in them, but I prefer like spreadsheets that I've created with information in them, or perchance something that you can put information in to help keep you on a path of clarity and, allow you to, again, yes, focus on other things, because you don't need to remember these other things here, right? But this checklist is a single, simple, yet powerful page that allows you to clarify again what you're focusing on for the day, where your energy is, where your intention is, what you're going to get done for the day. And then it gives you, yes, those checks so that you can check them off and then celebrate, right? And celebrate. Those are like micro wins, or depending on what it is, that could be a major win. Like, oh my God, you've been needing to finish a task at home and you allotted for the time in this one particular day and you put it on this checklist and you actually fulfill that and then you get to go check that off. Oh my gosh, like the joy. The joy of checking off something on the to-do and moving it to done, to done, like yes, and celebrate that. And that raises your vibration, that aligns you with more good things to flow in for yourself. And best of all, yes, that is you keeping yourself accountable. That is you saying, I commit to doing this today and this today for me, to move the needle along toward my dreams and goals and hopes and desires. I'm doing this for me. And so that each time you do something that you actually complete for you, that's towards your goals, that's exciting. That's exciting as fuck is what that is. And so that's exactly why I created the daily self-love empowerment checklist, because these are things that I journal. I just made it a fun little checklist for y'all to make it easy and clear and concise so that as you fill it out, that gives you something to focus on. You can focus on for that day. If you really even wanted to start by doing it and make it a weekly checklist, you could do that too. But what's beautiful is once you download this, you can print it as many times as you want and use it indefinitely for however many times you want to use it for. All right. So that you can actually get at my website, empowermentexperiences.com/shop. It is the daily self-love empowerment checklist. There's only one, and it's less than $10, y'all. It's super cheap. I hate using that word cheap. Super affordable. There we go. For the value that it is going to bring you, it's absolutely mind-boggling because, again, it's the thing to connect you, with your power, and keep you moving in the direction of what you want to be creating and experiencing for yourself. So, commitment. We've made that. We're keeping that. Consistency. We're consistently keeping this commitment. We're consistently showing up and ensuring that these dreams come true, these results happen, these outcomes happen, that our goals and our desires and our dreams are freaking made real. Because number 3, we're incorporating accountability. We're making sure that yes, we do show up. Check that box, check that box, check that box. Check it off. Do not trust that this is going to keep you on task. Don't. Squirrels, shiny things. I mean, again, I reiterate, I didn't even realize that I had no recollection of making that. But yet here we are. It's absolutely perfect for what's to come. It's my all new everything empowerment email list. And y'all just wait, like streamlining, literally clarified and focused in on exactly the pinpoint goal of what's ahead. But again, in order to achieve that outcome, you have to, keep your focus forward in the direction where it needs to be, right? So we're going to do, instead of Power of Surrender card like we did yesterday, which, oh my goodness, if you did not see yesterday's video, you've got to see it. Wow. Literally was shuffling the deck and the card that was so perfect came out. Couldn't make it up if we tried. So with that, what this deck is, this is the Crystal Mandala activation deck from Alana Fairchild. And these are crystals. Let me show you here. Crystal cards, each one's unique. And because of how these cards are created and made and look, we're going to, on the back real quick, that's an affirmation. There's an affirmation and activation on the back. So that's why we're going to do these, because at this point, right, we're doing great. We're showing up. It's day 3, baby. Yeah. Yes. And so we're just going to keep this empowerment energy going and growing and flowing by, again, allowing ourselves to receive the energies of the crystals, the stones, and the messages that they have to give us. So let's do this for our card of the day with regards to accountability and perchance even the totality of where we are on this journey so far, you know, what we need of this commitment to ourselves to be creating the lives that we desire. And so, like I said, commitment, consistency, and now accountability. So let's see what we've got here. My mics here are dragging down my shirt here. All right, here we go. It's me, Steph. Hello, Steph. How are you, goddess? We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. So how I'm going to do this is, unless we just have a card that just suddenly decides to totally jump out, I close my eyes because the cards are so beautiful and I don't want to like be just drawn to one. And here, let me lay this on the edge of my little love seat here, because yes, it's my love seat. And let's just go with, boom, this card. Oof, ooh. This is, oh, carnelian. Carnelian is our stone crystal for right now with where we are with the energies, and let's see what it has to tell us. Angel Ista and carnelian for nourishment. Interesting. Now let's ponder that for just a moment with our own intuition and our own inner guidance here, and look at how nourishment correlates to maintaining and sustaining a commitment to a desired outcome. You have to be feeding yourself the mind food, the soul food, the emotional food, what you need to be nourishing yourself so that you can be sustaining and maintaining this commitment that you've made. I mean, let me tell you all, goddesses, today was the first day with all these wonky energies that I was like, just breathe, just breathe. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. And there would have been that part of me that would have been like, nah, I don't want to do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We did this. Here we are. All right. So the card reads as follows. Growth requires nourishment. As I grow, I gain well-being and strength. Becoming a more radiant light on this planet for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I recognize that in giving to myself, I am ultimately giving to others. It's like I say, you have to fill your cup so full that it overflows into those around you. That is how we truly have an impact in this world, is when we, again, fill our cups. We take that responsibility. We have the accountability with ourselves to fill our cups and make sure that we are doing for ourselves what we need, so we're not energy vampiring off someone else like so many in the world do right now, right? We're taking that responsibility. We're maintaining the accountability with ourselves so that we are able to continue with what we have set in motion for ourselves. I embrace my power of choice to nourish myself with what truly feeds and empowers my body, mind, and soul. I explore my own ways to be healthy. I trust in my ability to nurture myself and others. I just realized with it, just right there on my shirt, red. Like literally, I have 4 different colors of this Worthy Abundant Bitch shirt, which you can get at my website also, empowermentexperiences.com/shop. Get your bitch gear today and let the world know what kind of bitch you really are. Okay? Okay. But totally red vibe. And I even had a moment where I almost second guessed it and was like, but maybe I want to, no, we want red. Red is that fire, right? That passion, that drive. And right now, as we're on day 3 of this, you know, Reclaiming Power with Rachelle series and journey here, we got to keep that passion and that fire burning. We got to keep it going and keep that fire growing, right? because that's what we're doing. We're going and growing. So that is our card for the day. That is our message for the day. Again, remember to cultivate and maintain accountability with yourself. Checklist. Even create your own. If you are looking for a checklist for daily self-love accountability and that commitment to making to yourself, definitely check out the download on my website at empowermentexperiences.com/shop. I assure you the value is boundless, because if you can keep your focus where it needs to be and keep that consistency and keep yourself accountable, you will definitely create massive change in the way that you want. You will create and experience the results that you want. And just like I'm here to remind you, the power to do that is in your hands. Power's in your hands. Because that power, it's always been inside you. Namaste.